Alrighty, we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Your New York Knicks tie up the series at 2 games apiece. Appreciate every single one of you guys in the chat. If you're new here, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, all the good stuff. Wow. Let's go. That is exactly how you respond when your back is against the wall, ladies and gentlemen. 2-2 headed back to the Garden now. That is exactly how you respond. Yo, I'm proud of this team tonight. I'm proud of this team. They showed us something real tonight, guys. They showed us something real. Like, this was a dominant game, and you saw it from the start. You saw it from the jump. They weren't messing around tonight. The New York Knicks were not going to mess around tonight, and you saw it from the jump. The killer instinct was back. The barking dogs were back. OG Anunoby, Mikal getting into it. Karl-Anthony Towns looking like Steve Nash out there. Triple-double from Big Cat, man. Karl-Anthony Towns with an incredible basketball game tonight. Man, oh man. Especially in that third quarter, really extended the lead. Josh Hart, the Pitbull. Everyone that touched the floor for the New York Knicks. This is my tiger. Where's my dog drop? There it is. Everybody that touched the floor for the New York Knicks looked focused and looked engaged and looked like they were not messing around tonight. This game was never going to be lost by the squad, and that's exactly how you come out. That's exactly how you play. And tonight we saw the upside of this New York Knicks team. And man, oh man, right? What a game for the New York Knicks. Once again, shout out to the chat. Appreciate you guys in the chat. Hit those like buttons, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. OG Anunoby looking possessed. OG, man, hitting big shots tonight. They couldn't guard that cut with him and Karl-Anthony Towns in the game as well. And gave credit where it's due, man. Mike Brown made his adjustments in the first quarter early, and it worked. Sitting Jalen Brunson early, going with the bench early on, giving Brunson a breather, kind of throwing the Hawks off a little bit. The Knicks defense was smothering tonight. Mike Brown made his adjustments, and it worked. He kept Mikal Bridges in the starting lineup when most of us thought that it's time to bench Mikal Bridges. He kept him in the starting lineup, and prior to the game, he's like, look, this decision is my decision. Kind of insinuating that maybe there was assistant coaches that wanted Mikal to come off the bench, but that's neither here or there. Mike Brown sticks with Mikal. Mikal in that first quarter had a nice layup, and defensively, Mikal has been pretty good this series, especially against Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and the Knicks they mixed up the matchups defensively in that first quarter as well, throwing the Hawks off their game as well. Man, chess moves in the first quarter, and it worked. Arguing on the sideline, ladies and gentlemen. I love it. Like Rick Brunson, Jalen Brunson arguing on the sideline. That's emotion. That is real emotion. That's accountability. That's people that care, and that is family, right? Family matters. Oh, they're arguing. Let me look the other way. Rick Brunson and Jalen Brunson scream out at each other. I don't know what Rick was saying, but look, people care. Jobs are on the line. Like, this game was big, and it spilled out emotionally into the assistant coaches, Rick Brunson, Jalen Brunson. Brunson, left the game with an ankle injury, came back in the game. Thank God he's okay. But that's family, right? We look the other way. Like, don't overanalyze that, in my opinion. Like, I don't want people to try to spin it. But when everything is on the line, like it would, look, Knicks go down 3-1 today and it's done. It's over, right? It's over. It's GG's, right? Pride is at stake, man. That's real emotion. That's real emotion. Everyone that touched the floor tonight, Alvarado comes in this game. Jose comes in the game, gives you a GTA steal. His pressure changed the game, in my opinion. Even got under the skin. As soon as he comes into the game, he caused a technical foul. And that was a point. We make the free throw. I'm like, it's little things like that I'm like, man, he's comes in the game. He's hitting threes. Alvarado's just changing the pace. He's just changed he brings an attitude to this team that we need. But tonight, you saw an attitude from everyone. You saw an attitude from OG. You saw an attitude from Mikal. Who would have thought you see an attitude from Mikal Bridges tonight? He's telling Dyson Daniels, F you, F you, F you 3 times. If you haven't saw the video, it's on the Instagram, Knicks Nation. I'll pull it up later on in the post game. I don't want to curse, probably get flagged by YouTube. But let's go, man. Everyone that touched the Karl Anthony Towns was in an incredible game. Triple-double, looking like Steve Nash out there. And it's just, look, OG, another phenomenal game from OG Anunoby. 22 points, 3 of 6 from 3. Everyone, man. Honestly, everyone. Everyone had a focus tonight, had a will, had a desire to just annihilate the Atlanta Hawks. You do not belong on the same floor on us. And it's about time that this New York Knicks team had a game like this. It's about time. Let's go. Yeah, we should be up 3-1. Blah, blah. No, it's 2-2. Let's do the same in Madison Square Garden. Series is tied at 2-2. And away we go. Appreciate every single one of you guys in the chat. Appreciate the members in here as always. I see every single one of you guys. Joel, Source, Rodney, Hasiel, loud and clear. Wayne says, what a difference a day makes. Lamar, this Rover, Otonio, Source, what's going on, people? Oh, man, feels good. A weight is lifted off my shoulder. Yandri in the chat, what's going on? Isaiah, great win tonight. This is by far Bria. We'll talk about the Brunson. He looks a little slow. He looks off. He looks like his timing is off. Castro, yo, what up, Castro? What a dub, man. What a dub. I'm happy. Man. Rodney says Scott Foster with the horrible call on OG out of bounds. Yeah, horrible call on OG Anunoby out of bounds. But look, I know if you look, Bridges gives you 8 points, 3 or 4. But I know loud and clear. I saw your comment in the chat, but it was him playing angry. I just saw something in Mikal tonight that we haven't seen. The body language, if you want to be body language police, the body language has been bad, right? So tonight, I wanted to see, yes, him score 8 points, right? He hey. Round of applause for Mikal getting the ball in the basket. I just wanted to see him care. I wanted to see Mikal Bridges care. And tonight it looked like he cared. Defensively, Hawks fans were in the comments saying that Mikal has actually been pretty well on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. You saw him tonight against McCollum. You saw him tonight against just multiple Knicks from mixing and matching, especially in that first quarter. I think I wrote it down here. So you had Mikal on CJ McCollum. You had Brunson on Daniels. Then OG on McCollum to start. Mikal was kind of caught on switches here and there, but I just thought that Mike Brown in the first quarter, it started in the first, man. Brown rests Jalen Brunson in the first quarter, and Jalen Brunson never comes out of the game in the first quarter. Never really gets rest in the first quarter. He sits Jalen Brunson, he sits Karl Anthony Towns, he sits OG Anunoby. He sits 3 of them at the same time in the first quarter, and I'm like, we're going to go back to this again? But it worked. It worked. Then he puts Jalen Brunson back in the game with about 3 minutes left in the first quarter, and Dyson Daniels is on the bench. And that Alvarado burst, calls a technical foul. Knicks get a free throw. Thought there were some little chess moves from Mike Brown, and that's what you want to see in these playoff series, right? It's all about matchups. It's all about how you respond. It's all about, how you combat the Hawks' moves. And Alvarado was huge tonight. Alvarado was big tonight, hitting his threes and alone, and the passion and the GTA 5 is, and I thought Josh Hart, man. Guys, if you go back and watch the film, which I'm going to do, Josh Hart was all over the place, man. Josh Hart was all over the place. Screaming, yelling, ripping the ball out of people's hands, possessed, pitbull. And that's the attitude that the entire Knicks team felt. Like it just felt like it resonated through everybody. It started in the first. We wanted to see how this Knicks team was going to respond, how they were going to open up this game in the first quarter. And pretty damn good, man. Pretty damn good, man. Chippy game. El Figgy says, this is who we really are. Well, I hope. I hope. Like, this is the team that gets you thinking a little bit, right? But we don't see this team normally. And that's the thing. Like, OG phenomenal, Cat phenomenal, and especially in that third quarter, Karl-Anthony Towns, when the Knicks really extended their lead, right? Cat in that third quarter, 9.6 rebounds, 5 assists, no turnovers in that third quarter. I mean, 20 points, 6 to 10. Dish and OG Anunoby, they can't guard that back cut with him, and they just kept spamming it and spamming it and spamming it. They're probably going to make adjustments for game 5, but Cat was awesome. Josh Hart was awesome. Bridges, look, guys, he brought it. He showed up. Looked like he cared. Looked like he gave a ish, right? In a dominant win, I'll take it, man. Jalen Brunson, 6 turnovers for our captain. You saw him yelling with his dad, Rick Brunson. I don't know if he's healthy at the moment. I don't know if Jalen Brunson is healthy at the moment. He looks slow. He looks like he's slow to make a decision. He just looks like the length is bothering him. He just looks like out of sync. He looks out of whack a little bit. And I'm hoping, in that fourth quarter when he came back in the game, he looked like JB a little bit. But, he's been inefficient a little bit. The 6 turnovers, you look, he's handling the ball all game, right? And in the first quarter, he shot, 8 or 9 shots in the first quarter, again, for the New York Knicks. And he started inefficiently, but, I'm not sure if he's healthy at the moment. I'm not sure. And maybe him and Rick Brunson, Rick Brunson was like screaming at him. You kind of see it at the end of the clip. Rick Brunson said ball at the end of that clip. So maybe he's like, I don't know. Maybe he said pass the ball. I don't know. I'm just reading lips here. But Brunson don't look the same. Yeah, he don't look the same. Let's be honest. And banged his knee in the fourth quarter. And that's kind of worrisome. But when he came out of the game, when he hurt his ankle, came out of the game, Knicks didn't miss a beat. That's when Karl-Anthony Towns was incredible. Alvarado comes in. Knicks didn't really miss him. They just kept on with their offense. It was kind of sporadic to start that third quarter, to start the second half. It was kind of sporadic, right? It was kind of sporadic. But we live on. We live on. Appreciate you in the chat. You New York Knicks win 114-98. That is your final score, ladies and gentlemen. We can all breathe. We can all breathe. We can all breathe, man. Hell of a win, man. Hell of a win. Hell of a win for the New York Knicks. Deuce. Again, Clarkson comes in, 7 points. Deuce, 11 points, 3 of 6. Alvarado, 2 threes, 6 points, 3 steals. Mitch, 6 points, 8 rebounds. Felt like Mike Brown, he felt it a little bit. And Mitch plays 15 minutes. It's 4 more minutes than last game. But he used them. He's been going around the Mitchell Robinson, kind of like the matchup things. He's making excuses in regards to why Mitch isn't playing a lot, but I thought Mitch was more effective on the glass tonight with the 8 rebounds and 5 offensive rebounds, right? So compared to last game, right? And away we go, man. The defensively, the Knicks smothered the Hawks, guys. I mean, smothered them. They shot 24% from three, 41% from the field. I mean, smothered them, guys. Jalen Johnson, nothing. McCollum, nothing. Right? Nikhil got 5 threes from them and got going a little bit, but that's okay. Dyson Daniels can't score at all. Knicks are telling you that he can't score. There was a funny play where OG Anunoby was guarding Dyson Daniels. Dyson Daniels puts up a 3 and OG just he just like, you know how you're in the park and you're late to getting to you're late on defense from guarding the 3 and you just clap to try to distract the shooter. That's what OG Anunoby did. Kuminga finally fell. For Kuminga, finally he's playing like Jonathan Kuminga. They didn't really get anything from their bench, really. And away we go, man. This is how it's done. And I think this felt like a game in which the New York Knicks were just not going to lose by any means possible, guys. And this is how it's supposed to look. Now, does it look like this in Game 5? I hope. I'm hoping that a game like this will propel the Knicks into a Game 5 and just keep on the momentum, right? Because, look, a lot of things haven't gone the Knicks' way this series. Game 2, they lose the lead. Mikal misses the game-winning shot. Game 3, they have a 3-point lead. They just weren't focused down the stretch. They can't even get a shot off. Game 4, you're like, all right, guys, you lose this game, the season is practically over. Mike Brown's already talked about, Mike Brown's already rumored about getting fired. Well, we're not going to lose against the Atlanta Hawks in the first round, guys. That's not going to happen, right? And we wanted to see how this Knicks team responded. I'll be honest, I had a confidence today. I even told some people that I expect a double-digit win from the New York Knicks, and boy, did they do it. But I had a confidence today when I woke up. There's no way the New York Knicks are going to lose today. There's no way they're going to go down 3-1 to this Hawks team. And it's exactly what happened tonight, man. It's exactly what happened. And I thought in the beginning, first play of the game, I mean, it was a Karl-Anthony Towns, Jalen Brunson pick and roll. First play of the game. First play. That's by design. And in that first quarter, Cat in the paint, big dunk, OG. I mean, they have no one to guard Cat. They have no one to guard Cat. And I think the Knicks are finding that, and today we saw a lot of more actions involving Karl-Anthony Towns offensively, and a lot fed off of that, and then that's where you get this win. That's where you get this win, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. We can breathe. We can breathe. Loud and clear says Deuce or Clarkson should start for Mikal. Look, if Mike Brown didn't bench Mikal Bridges tonight, I don't think he's going to bench him. And he said that it was his decision prior to the game. And that's leading me to believe that some within the Knicks organization either wanted Deuce McBride to start, or it's politics, or Mike Brown doesn't want this to be a bigger story than what it is. Like the back page of the papers. If you bench Mikal, I mean, in terms of publicity, how does that look? I don't care about that. I'm just trying to get into their minds. But guys, Mikal Bridges started, and the Knicks had a better start tonight. And Mike Brown went to the bench. He did hockey subs in the first quarter. Brunson, Cat, OG all sat in the first quarter. Then you saw Mikal Bridges in with the bench a little bit. Then Brunson, OG come back in the game, right? And then you saw Mikal come out. So you can try to hide him in ways like that, and that's exactly what Mike Brown did in the first quarter. Was the substitution patterns changed up. Mikal started, Nick started off better, and then he just changed the substitution pattern because Jalen Brunson has played the entire first quarter. That's his substitution pattern. Brunson plays the entire first quarter. Tonight, he didn't play the entire first quarter. And I'm okay with that because there's been times when Brunson just looks out of whack. He just looks gassed out there. So why are we playing him the entire first quarter when defensively that is affecting him? Offensively, he just looks off, right? It just looks off. So I'm hoping that he snaps out of it. I'm hoping that he does. But tonight was less of an ISO show, right? Less of an ISO show and just more of a team effort. 23 assists. The offense wasn't running through. I know Brunson had 18 shot attempts, but it wasn't running through him. It was running through Cat. Cat and OG chemistry today. Those two are starting to form something. And that's when Karl-Anthony Towns gives you 10 assists, and his vision today was on point. So, yes, Brunson gives you the 18 shot attempts. I think 8 or 9 of them was in the first quarter. So he took 8 or 9 shots in the first quarter and only took 10 throughout the game. And they didn't need it. So, I'm happy, guys. I'm happy, man. We can, we're going to New York 2-2. Dictatorship, what's going on? Says Cat's playmaking abilities were on display tonight. Yes, indeed. Deuce was huge offensively tonight. Yes, he was. Deuce looks amazing. Look, these last couple, Deuce has looked back. I know to start this series, it was a struggle for Deuce and no Shamet tonight off the bench, and that was the one wrinkle that Mike Brown, he took away Shamet. No Shamet, right? No Shamet, a little bit more Mitchell Robinson, a little bit more Jordan Clarkson, and another ball handler out there. More Alvarado, so less Shamet, and more of those guys, and more of Deuce, right? That's the formula. That seems like it's the formula. I keep going back to OG Anunoby, man. I mean, guys, OG was phenomenal. I mean, these last couple of games, like, I'm so upset after game 3. Like, the ball should have at least touched OG Anunoby's hands, man. He's getting to the paint. I know he hurt his elbow. I hope that he's okay. It's just so easy to him. Like, he's getting to the paint, like easy. No problem getting to the paint. And I think he has like 10 dunks already in this series. The game looks easy for OG. And that's where we can spam. Like, the game looks easy for OG. The game looks easy for Cat. Right? Let's spam that a little bit. And then that's exactly what the Knicks were doing. Him and I think Cat assisted like 6 of OG shots tonight. Right? So let's, if it's not a Brunson series, that's okay. Like, that's okay. Take a step back. Let's go through Cat. Let's go through OG. Josh Hart, again, the pace. It's just phenomenal game from Mr. Josh Hart. I mean, away we go. I mean, straight up Pipple. Literally. Diving. This was probably Josh Hart's best defending game that I've seen in a while. Like, phenomenal, man. Phenomenal. This is how it's done. This is how it's done, guys. This is how it's done. OG is the leader from Woody. Give OG the hard hat. Joe, what's going on, Joe? Says OG was my player to watch. Yeah, look. When OG is, appreciate you in the chat, Joe. When OG is going downhill like he did tonight and was cutting like he did tonight, and the threes, the sequence with OG Anunoby, right? When the Knicks offense was stagnant in, I believe it was the start of the second half. The Knicks offense was stagnant. Was it start of the second half? I forgot what quarter it was. OG hits a step back 3. Swish. Whoosh. Comes down the court, hits another 3. And then he's screaming to God knows who in the crowd. Like, when OG is angry, that's when you know he's going to have a great night. Like, he doesn't talk. So, when he's screaming at whoever, like, he's screaming at probably a Hawks fan in section 312. Like, he's just screaming. He, like, last game and tonight, he's just been unstoppable. And those threes today, when the Knicks offense was a little bit sputtered, a little bit stagnant, he hits those threes. Kind of like last game, end of shot clock, OG with 2 threes. Gets the Knicks back in the game. So I personally thought that we didn't need this type of series. Like, we didn't need this type of series from OG Anunoby, because I thought just this was going to be a Cat Mitch series in terms of like controlling the glass and rebounding. But man, I mean, he's been phenomenal. He's been phenomenal. Lamar says when Josh is bleeding, you know he's doing it all. Yeah. The extender, Scott Foster. How about that trash call that he did on OG stepping out of bounds? Come on now. El Figgy says, I've never seen OG snatch rebounds like that. Grown-ass man rebounds. Yeah. Look, OG, grown-ass man. Like, the rebounds he did tonight, I clearly is a grown-ass man, right? We know that. But Josh Hart, I mean, there was a play where he just ripped the ball out of CJ McCollum's hand. It was like, give me that. Like, you're too small. Like, I'm taking this rebound from you. And it's plays like that where I'm like, okay, this Knicks team, they know what's at stake here. They know that they're locked in. I mean, you kind of knew this game was over at halftime, but you didn't really want to call it. And, you know, third quarter comes around, you know, JB back to the locker room, this and that, and we're still playing really well. But it was the defensive pressure, I thought. It was the plan on CJ. It was the plan on Jalen Johnson, who just looked out of whack offensively. And let's face it, guys, all series long, defensively, the Knicks have been pretty good. Right? Hawks give you 98 points today. 107 in game 3. 109 in game 2. 98 in game 1. No, that's 98 tonight, excuse me. 109 in game 3, 107 in game 2, and 102 in game 1. Defensively, the Knicks have been, like, low-key good. It's been their offense that has just kind of, like, offenses, you know, just hasn't really clicked. It's looked kind of out of sync a little bit. But defensively, we've been, like, solid. Not great. We've been okay. Like, I'm okay with their defense. But tonight was just a whole nother level defensively. And I just think we can build off it tonight. You know, I just think we can build off tonight. Marsh Zone says Scott Foster was horrible. Even Reggie was calling him out. Yeah, Scott was terrible. The extender. And I think the Knicks are like 13-2 with Scott Foster calling Knick games now. 13-2. 13-2 when Scott Foster calls Knicks games. Lamar says Scott Foster needs bifocals. Mo says, I want Reggie Miller doing all Knicks games. Wow, that's a first, Mo. Well, Mo, he's calling a game on Tuesday. It's another NBC Peacock gang, and they will be in Madison Square Garden on Tuesday calling the game again. Mike Tirico, I think, who's terrific. Reggie Miller, I actually thought Reggie wasn't bad tonight. Like, I know a lot of you in the chat don't want to hear it, but I actually thought Reggie was fine. Like, even him dissecting the Brunson and Rick Brunson argument back and forth, like, he was like, I'm fine. Like, I'm cool with it. He was talking up Cat. He was talking up OG. Like, I actually thought Reggie was fine. And that's saying a lot coming from me because, you know, listening to Reggie just makes me want to rip my ears out. But I thought he was fine. Like, I didn't sense any, you know, Hawks bias from Reggie. But tonight, we'll see in game 5 in the Garden, right? But tonight, once again, shout out to the chat. Appreciate you guys in the chat. You New York Knicks 2-2. 2-2 headed back to the Garden, man. 2-2 headed back to the Garden. Hawks, fast break. Knicks held them in check. Their first fast break point came in, like, the final 3 minutes, like, of the game. So, defensively locked in, man. Locked in, loaded. And your big man, Karl Anthony Towns, got the graphic. Let me just find the graphic really quick. Karl Anthony Towns An absolute dominant performance. There it is. Shout out to Connor. Shout out to Connor, man. 114.98, 20 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists for the big cat. Cat was awesome tonight. Like this is how it's done, man. Cat was incredible. Cat was like simply incredible. Like if you kind of run the offense through him, his vision, the quick reads too, especially in the first quarter, were just like, look, he's shown us that this year. He's so talented, man. He's so talented. And I know you look at the box score and he only attempts. He had a nice walk-up three. He had a heat check three tonight that I was okay with. Like, I was perfectly fine with Cat's heat check three. You know, and that was the one he missed. That's the only one he missed. He had a heat check three. Praise up to Dante. What happened to Dante? Uh-oh. Hope Dante's okay. What happened to Dante? Man, never want to hear that. But Cat had a, praise up to Dante if he's okay. I mean, I have to see it. Agent says, please hit that like button, subscribe, share, hype, and support the channel. Agent, thank you. You should be my agent. Appreciate that. Appreciate every single one of you guys in the chat. Once again, dominant performance from you New York Knickerbockers. Karl-Anthony Towns, 6 of 10 from the field, 20 points. I mean, he's just been like this all series long. You know, it's been 8, 10, 12 field goals, but he's been, I think he's shooting like almost close to damn near 60% from the field. He's shooting like 50% from three. He's like Steve Nash. He was like Steve Nash out there with the vision. Rebounding has, you know, he had 10 rebounds tonight, 2 steals. Yeah, he's just been like in 29 minutes. Like, he's just been incredible. No. Did he? No way. Towards Achilles? No way. Oh my God, no way. Oh my God. Praise up to Dante, man. That is brutal. Praise up to Dante. Man, hope it's not that. Hope it's like a sprain or something, but those you can really tell right off the get. Praise up to Dante DiVincenzo. But Cat had like a killer instinct, man. And anytime Karl-Anthony Towns, man, that Dante news just threw me off a little bit. But Cat was incredible. And defensively, he's actually been like really good this series. Like I tweeted the possession in Game 3 where Jalen Johnson attacked Cat, like it was the final like 30 seconds of the game. Cat blocked them. Knicks grab a rebound there. They get the ball, then Hawks have to foul, and they go up 3 with free throws, and kind of the Knicks win. But no one grabs that ball. Cat's been good. Cat's been great. He hasn't been good. He's been great. And it's time that, and we saw it tonight, the offense was running through Cat. Right? It was running through Cat, and that's perfectly fine. I'm perfectly fine with that because the Hawks have nothing to combat that with at all. And it's not only the post-ups in which we want to see more from Karl-Anthony Towns. You saw it a couple of times tonight, and it looked funky a little bit. But it's just the domination when he gets in the paint. And there's like, I know he missed a bunny tonight, an easy one. Then he comes back and just hits an and one, like he hits the tough one, misses the bunny tonight. And I'm just like, this is how talented he is. He hits 3. His threes are back. Like, his threes are back. But you just want, like, this offense to continue to run some offense for him. Like, run some actions where he's getting open for a 3. Something. And we just haven't really seen that. But I'm just hoping that as the series progresses, that they just start to utilize Cat more and more. Because he's the formula. Like, him and OG and Obi are the correct equation. Like, they're the formula to beating this Hawks team. Like, Brunson has been super inefficient. He's just looked a step slow. Looks out of sync. But I know Brunson he seems like he's off pace, right? He just seems like, you even saw the 2 turnovers in the first quarter. One of them was him trying to slip the ball to Karl-Anthony Towns. You can tell that he's not really comfortable with that pass. That's why when Alvarado comes in, you see it more and more. You see Alvarado's comfortable passing it. Screen from Cat. Alvarado's comfortable passing it to him to slip pass. But yeah, man. Praise up for Ragu. Praise to Dante, man. Dante. Damn. Damn old damn. Damn old damn. Once again, shout out to the chat. Shout out to every single one of you guys in the chat. Please support the channel. Like the video. Hype the channel. Hype the video. I don't even know where the hype button is. If you guys want to join the Discord and voice your excitement, the link is pinned up in the chat. As you can see, join the Knicks Nation Discord. We have some new members in the Discord. Hello. Shout out to you guys. If you're new here, my name is Anthony. I do post games, streams, videos. Our last post game was a therapy session for most, and everyone knew that the New York Knicks had to win tonight's game. And as soon as I woke up today, honestly, I should have been nervous, but I just really wasn't, because a part of me still feels like last year's Knicks team is still within this group. They've just had a hard time finding their mojo, right? The comebacks, you really haven't seen that this year. The chemistry just seems off. But I just thought, like, with all that's at stake, man, and you saw the tensions rose between Rick, between Jalen, Mikal. Yo, Mikel's telling Dyson Daniels F you 3 times, bro. Mikel. Look at this. First of all, I didn't know Dyson Daniels was such a dirty player until this series. I didn't know that. He pulls him down from his elbow. Here's Mikel. F you, that's 1. F you, that's 2. F you, that's 3. Bruh. This is from Mikel. It makes me so happy. Look at him pull him down from his shoulder. Pulled him down from his shoulder. This is Mikel. And then at the free throw line, look, it gets better. It gets better, guys. Yeah, I promise you it gets better. This is him at the free throw line, right after he gets fouled and is shooting those shots. I'm like, yo, who is this? What Mikel is this? Look at Mikel. F you. He hits a free throw and then says F you again. This is ruthless. F you. And this is the second free throw. Looks at him again. F you. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen. Whose Mikel is this? This made me so happy, man. So, I say all that to say, Castro says, love seeing those F-bombs from Bridges. It's just crazy. It's incredible. It's incredible. Like, come on. That's what we didn't see with Mikel. Like, we didn't see, the body language was bad. Last game, it was bad. It was, someone lied and said he was in tears after the game. He wasn't in tears. He owned it. He was speaking to the media. We got on Mikel. Everyone got on Mikel. As we should. 0 points. More turnovers and field goals. More turnovers and points. Everyone's getting on Mikel. But tonight, he showed me that he has some cojones. Like, he has some cojones, man. Dyson Daniels, even OG. Look at this. Oh, look at OG. Yo, Dyson, you don't want to mess with OG. You don't want to anger OG. You don't want to anger OG. Like, you saw what he did to you tonight. You don't want to do that. If you want to do that, cool. Like, you're not that guy. Like, you're not that guy. That's what this Knicks team is finally. The physicality was ramped up tonight, man. Physicality was ramped up. Buddy says Mikal needs his 5 times F moment. Lamar says that's the Mikal we need, man. About time he woke up. Yeah, look, I know the box score doesn't really, do him justice, but it was just the other things, man. It's just, he showed like he cared. And I know that's a lot. It's like, wow, he showed like he cared. He's playing basketball. He's getting paid millions of dollars. Like, whoop-de-doo. But we just really haven't seen anything. Like, I mean, it's just defensively he's been good. He's been solid, like, low-key. He's been solid. But No Limit says we need aggressive Bridges. Yeah, man, get into the free throw line. This Rover says love it when Mikal was attacking the basket. Yep, first quarter, attacked the basket. I even tweeted on the Knicks Nation X account, like, let's go. Let's go. This Rover says he used to do that in Brooklyn, but barely since he got here. Yeah, just seems like he really hasn't fit. He really hasn't fit. But tonight, he seemed like he cared, and he seemed like he showed up tonight. Let me pull up some highlights. Once again, shout out to the chat. I'm going to pull up the post-game comments from the guys. I'm interested to see what Mike Brown and Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns, we saw a little interview after the game, have to say after tonight's win. Big blowout win against the Atlanta Hawks tonight, man. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Shout out to the chat. Highlights on your screen. Let's go. Started from the jump. Started from the first, right? Started from the first quarter. Cat, boom, offensive rebound, put back, money. Right? Mikal, ooh, attack. OG, cut. Look, can't guard him. Spray. Cat. Like, come on, man. This is simple. Simple basketball. Look, there it is. Look, that was the pass I was talking about. With Jalen Brunson had Karl Anthony Towns in that first quarter, but then he turned it over. He's not really comfortable in making those passes. Not really comfortable in making those passes. So, and Cat was open too, and Josh Hart was open right there in the lane. But first quarter, the Knicks set the tone, man. They set the tone defensively, offensively, and the whole nine. Jaw says first quarter made me think it was going to be a back and forth game. Yeah, until the Knicks kind of defensively they hunkered down. This was the Mikal Bridges take. That's it. That's it. That's it. This is off a made basket. Look, this was the by design play too. Brunson sets the little rub, fake screen that gets Nickeil Alexander-Walker a little bit behind Mikal, and all that Mikal has to do is put on the burst, and away we go. That's it. Come on, man. Woody says, next game, do you think ATL will double Cat? If they do, the Knicks should have answers for that. Like, the Knicks should very well have answers for that. They double Cat, just keep on spraying. And we saw tonight, a lot of times when there was a hell of a sequence between the New York Knicks. Look at Cat. Look, him and OG. Phenomenal. Jerome says, can't complain. Excellent game. Let's go. Appreciate you in the chat, Jerome. Knicks went 10 toes down from Jerome. Look at Cat. Look, vision. I no lie, I think he assisted OG and Obi like 8 times tonight. Him and OG. Look, OG looks angry. Look mad. Again, OG. Cat and OG. Baby. Barbecue chicken. Too easy. Barbecue chicken. Cat and OG. Phenomenal. Defense. And I thought Jalen did a good job passing this to Mikal there in the first quarter, because to get Mikal's confidence up, and away we go, man. Just hell of a game from the guys, man. 2-2. Jerome says, can't complain. Excellent game. 2-2. Jalen definitely hyperextended his knee when Okongwu landed on him. Was it a hyperextension or was it just him banging knees? He did stay in the game. He did stay in the game at that point. But if it's a hyperextension, look, the Knicks have they do have 2 days off here. They do have 2 days off. They have Sunday and they have Monday to get right. A lot of, like, OG Anunoby fell on his elbow. Hoping that he's okay. He looks like he's okay. And here is JB. Let me just put this in the chat. Where is it? I just lost it. Where is it? I just lost it. I don't know what happened to the. I'm gonna show you guys the with Jalen Brunson and Rick Brunson going back and forth with one another, which is like, it's fine. I don't mind it at all. Like I honestly don't. I don't mind him and his father getting into it. Like I don't. I'm not looking at that whatsoever. Here's the play. Here's one of the plays which I'm talking about, which Josh Hart was just on a whole nother level tonight. Like, just look at him just rip the ball right out of CJ's hand, like animal. He's an animal. Josh was an animal tonight. Look at that. That's the passion. That's the want. That's the care. And Josh Hart has had a really good, like, I know last game he was scoreless, but doing the other things was fine. Like, he's actually been, like, solid. If I were to give him the grade, it'll be like a B- in this series. Tonight was an A. And here it is. Here's Jalen Brunson and his father, Rick Brunson, going at it on the bench. Right? Brunson yelling at him, screaming at him, Rick screaming back at him. Brunson's like, I don't know what he's saying. Jalen Brunson's passionate in his answers. Rick is screaming at him. Like, Brunson's probably like, yo, can Mikal sleep over? Rick's like, no, you got homework tomorrow. You got homework to do. You got school tomorrow. Let me stop. But I don't mind this. Like, at the end of the day, Rick Brunson is the assistant coach. Rick Brunson's a coach first. This type of stuff happens all the time. Like, if anyone's going to tell Jalen Brunson to calm the F down and pass the rock and move the ball and stop taking so many shots, it's going to be Rick Brunson. And at the end of this clip, you hear Rick Brunson. Well, you don't hear him, but you can kind of read his lips where he says ball. Ball, right there. He says ball. So, I don't know. I would have to look at the previous play. But if there's anyone to tell Jalen Brunson to stop the ISO stuff and stop the over dribbling, and it's his dad. Like, it's his dad. It's Rick Brunson. Like, Cat, if he's gonna say it to JB is gonna be like, I took less money for this thing to work. JB ultimately has all the power. He thinks that he's walking around. He took less money, so he's like, I'm still the man around here. I took less money for this entire thing to work out, for Mikal Bridges to get his extension, for this and that to happen. So I'm still really good. I'm still great. I'm still an all-NBA player. I am not going to change my game because I'm inefficient. I am just trying to go through the mind of Jalen Brunson, right? But in this series, he's just been inefficient. He's been off. He's been out of sync. He's been out of whack. Last game was just Jalen Brunson, too much Jalen Brunson, just been forcing it. Everyone knows it's going to Jalen Brunson, and we love him, clutch player of the year, but he just really hasn't looked the same. He hasn't had the same burst ever since the quarter one, game one, where he was phenomenal. Ever since that point, Brunson's just been off. Just been off. So, I say all that to say, if there's anyone who's going to tell Jalen Brunson to chill the F out, it is his father, Rick Brunson. So I am okay with that. I am okay with that. Nick Tatership says, Jalen, that's your father. You better listen to him. Let's go. Damn, Edwards got hurt too. What is going on here? Anthony Edwards got hurt? What?
Bruh.
What is happening? What is happening? All right. Hit the Discord, call into the show, get into the Discord callers right now. Let me just pause the music. I've done a lot of talking. I promise I'll still talk. But yeah, man, just hell of a win for the boys, hell of a win for the squad, and away we go. All right, let's get to El Figgy up first. Ladies first. How are you, El Figgy? Hell of a win for the boys. We can all breathe. Let's go.
What's up, Ant? What's good, chat? Going on, Nick Nation? It's a good night to be a Knicks fan.
Yep. Great night to be a Knicks fan. This is how it's done, right? It can all be so simple.
It's so simple, Ant, and this is really what we've been asking for. Now, let me ask you, did you notice who was sitting courtside at the beginning of the game? Did you see who was sitting there, Mr. Grimface? Did you see?
I know Dolan was there. Who was courtside?
Leon Rose was sitting there with his little mug on his face. So when upper management comes out on the road, you knew adjustments were going to be made. So that made me feel good right off the rip. I like to see that because that tells me that Leon came down. He probably spoke to the coaching staff, talked to Mike Brown. And look, we have been saying this whole time, this should be the Karl Anthony Towns series.
Yep.
That is who we should be running the offense through. It's not a knock on Jalen. It's not a knock on anyone. Atlanta does not have a definitive answer for him. And that gives us an upper hand. That's our advantage. We're just using what we have, which is Karl Anthony Towns. And tonight they finally ran the offense through him. And what a beautiful thing it looked like. And by the way, shout out to Cat tonight. He recorded his first ever triple-double in an NBA playoff game.
Let's go. Shout out to Cat. Man, hell of a stat, man. He's been awesome. Efficiency has been through the roof. It's just the Knicks are just struggling to feed him and get him involved. But I'm hoping that tonight propelled things because him and OG seem like they formed an amazing chemistry tonight with those back cuts.
It was great. And again, they at the beginning of the game, they were feeding him a little too high again. I don't like him when he's off the 3-point mark. I want him lower down, like Jokic. Come down lower into the paint, post up down there. There's no one that can stop him when he comes. And then it also eliminates his offensive fouls, which, look, let's face it, it is what it is. Cat's a little clunky, so it is what it is. But we definitely this is a beautiful game. I loved everything that Cat did. It was great. OG is OG. OG is him. And I always said I thought it would be a cold day in hell before I was going to agree with Reggie Miller. But Reggie Miller was giving OG his flowers. And I don't think I have ever seen OG grab that many rebounds. He was all over the place tonight. He was a man.
He had a bounce to him tonight.
Yo, he was a man with a mission. And he showed why he is worth every penny of the contract we have paid him. I was pleased also to see, again, Mikal, no knock on you, but he's getting what? He's getting bench player minutes tonight. He played less than 20 minutes. And in those 20 minutes, he gave us a little something.
Yeah.
But I think he played less. He played like 19 and something minutes.
Yeah, 19.
This isn't a good series for Mikal. He just does not work well with this series. I say keep him fresh. Let's use him. He will be more instrumental in Boston when we have to play against Boston. Though when Mikal plays Boston, he always shows up for those series.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a better matchup. Matchups matter, right? What do we always say? Matchups matter. This isn't a great matchup. He's getting dinged up. He's getting pushed around. Tonight we actually saw him go to the basket for the first time, I think, in this entire series.
And got a little angry. Couple of FUs.
He got a couple of FUs, got a little angry, and I love it. I love it when Cat plays angry. I like it when Mikal plays angry. Jalen is doing his thing. I'm worried that he's a little banged up. He, like you said, Jalen doesn't look like himself. I don't know if it's an injury. I don't know if it's just. I personally think Atlanta just has him figured out. If you watch when he's coming up with the ball, they're trapping him. Yeah. He's having a hard time bringing it over the half court. So again, it's not maybe necessarily a great series to run the offense through Jalen, but we know who Jalen is. This is Captain 11. We love Jalen. We know who he is. He's our guy. Nothing's going to change that. But this is more of a Karl Anthony Towns series, and I'm very pleased to see that we finally are utilizing our biggest weapon, which is him, and then OG, which is just again another big guy. They don't have a man, can't stop him, can't do anything with him. He can shoot the three. I mean, it was beautiful. Everything all
Let's
around. And
go.
Deuce finally was coming up with his spot up shot. Everything just worked so well
Perfect.
tonight.
Perfect
And
game.
this is exactly the way we had to answer back after those last two losses. We had to actually come out and say,
Dominate.
"Yo, man, we and again, no
Oh,
knock to the Atlanta Hawks, but we're handing them these wins on silver platters. Even as bad as we've been playing, they've won these games by 1 point.
mm-hmm. The
It's
point
not
differential, I
like
think, is in our like it's something crazy in the Knicks' favor.
yeah,
And it's 2-2, right? It's 2-2.
yeah. So
So,
now and so basically it's 0-0 again. It's like we're
yep,
starting. So now we just have to win
best of
two
three.
out of the next three and we're golden and we're good. And let's just go, man. Let's run with this. Let's get on to the next. Let's finish these guys up in 6 and let's just move on to the second round.
Let's go, El Figgy. Appreciate you with the call. Hell of a call again. Shout out to you, El Figgy. Yes, best of 3 series.
Appreciate you, Aunt. Let's go.
Appreciate you. Let's go. Say Quizzy, you up next on the docket. What's going on? Say Quizzy.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I got you loud and clear.
Great win. This the Knicks we've been waiting for. Even when we won the first game, I was not that impressed. It was all right, but this is the game we've been looking for. Like, and then we didn't really even get a Brunson type of game. But I thought OG Cat, they did their thing tonight. This what we've been asking for. Going into the series, we knew this would be a Cat series. Like, we all knew that. Brown should have knew that. Give Cat the ball in the post, and if the Hawks can't stop him, they're going to foul him. And they let him cook tonight. That's what we need to see. I love Brunson, but he got to know, like, we don't need you taking 20 shots this series. We don't. I think Cat, this is his series. As long as you play make and be around, they're going to pick you up. You know you're a threat. So I love the energy tonight from Josh Hart. The defense on CJ was better, even though he was still making tough shots. That guy, it seemed like when he missed, I was
crazy,
celebrating.
bro. He is crazy.
I feel like every floater, every fadeaway was going in. I'm like, yo, come on. Why this guy always making something? And then we was playing good defense, but we slowed him down. He didn't get to 20 points this time. Thank God. But OG, he's playing like a dog. That guy, his backdoor cuts, his dunks, his threes, even a rebound, he is hustling. The defense from him, the blocks. Like, OG is balling this series. I was so sick when we couldn't get that win last game because he dropped 29.
Yeah, man. He was. I was hoping they would get him the shot that they did in the game, but you know it is what it is. But he's.
I went back to him to see if he could do another buzzer beater.
I know, right? He's playing with a bounce, man. He's playing with a bounce and he's playing with a fire, and you know it's his series. Him and Cat. You know.
Yeah, him and Cat have been balling.
And they can't stop it.
Like,
you know, let's just keep going back to
series,
it.
We don't need Brunson with 25 shots. Like, you could get your points, get 20, get your points, but we don't need you to take that many shots.
Yep.
To be honest, like, Cat is cooking everybody. He's getting to the free throw line. He's playmaking. He's getting rebounds. I even like Mikal energy. I love the FUs. Get Mikal mad. Let him get mad. We need Mikal mad.
Let's go, man.
Like, I like the dish off from Brunson to give him the dunk. We need Mikal in the game, but game 5, we need to act like we still down. Yep. I don't want this little play around energy. I was even nervous when we was up by 20. I'm like, yo, can we start scoring more? I want to be up by 50.
Yep. Yeah, look.
But we need the same energy. Don't let these Knicks fans. We pay a lot already. We need some wins. I'm already sick that I ain't get to win game 2, but. Let's get out this series, though. Get them out of here at 6. But that's all I got to say.
Let's go. Hell of a call, say Quizzy. Best out of 3. Best out of 3. That's all we get. That's all we can do. Yuri is back. What's going on, Yuri? Where you been, man? You been on a hiatus?
Yeah. I had some personal stuff going on.
You went on another cruise?
Nah. I can actually say it on a call. It's been 6 months since my mom's passed, so I was grieving a little bit.
I'm sorry to hear that, bro.
So yeah, I took some time off, but I'm back. You know, feeling better. I love the way we played tonight, though, man. Chippiness. You saw Jose Alvarado get into Owenga's face. Yo,
That's
that
what he
man's
does.
tidy, but he a dog.
That's what he does. He comes in the game, he calls a tech right out the gate. Free throw, our side, that's +1 of a point. And, I know at the end of the game, I kind of want him to relax, so he's still yelling with the refs, but that's what he does. That's what he does.
And not for nothing, this refereeing stuff was kind of crazy tonight.
Yeah.
Between both sides.
Yeah, look, it is.
You know what I mean?
It's all over the league. It's all over the league. But I would give this.
This isn't the first time either.
Nope. Scott Foster, the extender. We got him.
For a reason.
What are you expecting in game 5, Yuri? More of the same?
More of the same. Josh Hart even said it too. They're gonna play with that sense of urgency come game 5.
Yep.
I'm definitely expecting it. Listen, cold day in hell when I agreed with Reggie Miller. That's why he gave OG that contract.
And
OG's a playoff riser. Deuce is a playoff riser. Hart's a playoff riser. When you got a squad full of playoff risers, and it's special.
Yep.
To see, you know what I mean?
Yep. I love that playoff riser. OG is, definitely, man. And look, the Hawks. You could try to sell me on the Jalen. They don't have anyone to guard OG, man. It's a problem. It's a mismatch for them, and that's why the Knicks kept spamming him and Karl-Anthony Towns, because those two are mismatches for them.
That pick and roll between OG and Cat's beautiful.
Yeah, and it's the baseline cuts, the Jalen, setting the screen, and away we go. Keep spamming
on Jalen's head.
If the Hawks want to double OG in a paint, somebody's gonna be open, right? So let's keep spamming that for game 5.
And someone talked about it today, and this is why I kind of got on Mike Brown. It felt like Mike Brown was holding a Cat pick and roll. He didn't want to reveal it. I'm like, dude, you got to reveal your hand. If they can't guard it, they can't guard it. No. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they can't.
So that's why I'm on Mike Brown. I know he's a good coach, but when he makes questionable stuff, I scratch my head sometimes at him. This is not the time to be screwing around.
A lot of questionable decisions, especially after game 3. The lineup that he threw out there to try to stop CJ McCollum, the all small ball lineup, was a disaster. I thought tonight was a better game from him. Look, he's limiting Mikal Bridges' minutes. He's playing Deuce more. He took out Brunson. He's mixing and matching, and I thought tonight was a better coach game from him for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
And we know, but here's the thing: we're counting on him to coach us to a title.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So,
let's go, Yuri.
And if you notice too, Leon Rose, James Dolan were all at the Atlanta Center today. So what does that tell
Charles
you?
Oakley was there. James Dolan was there.
What does that tell you, Ant?
Yeah, man. Look, were they there for game 3? I know.
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, so
no, they weren't. No. I don't think they were.
So yeah, man, this was a big game, Yuri. And Yuri, appreciate the call. You have anything else you wanted to chime in?
Nah, man, let's go Knicks. Come on, get game 5. End it.
Let's go Knicks. Yuri,
foot on their necks.
Appreciate the call, Yuri. Condolences once again to your mother. Yeah, let's look. Best out of 3, game 5. Win. You're home. Win. Like. Best out of 3 with 2 games in Madison Square Garden. Like that. Come on. And I don't even want to get to game 7. Like, let's end this in 6. Let's win 3 in a row and beat the Hawks in 6 games, how it should have been. Like, it should be Knicks in 6. Right? So Lamar says have to play with a sense of urgency the rest of the way. Agree. Have to play with a sense of urgency the rest of the way. And here is Mike Brown on Karl-Anthony Towns, on getting him the basketball more and trying to figure out ways to do so.
Concerted effort, to run offense through Cat as that playmaker. Obviously, had a triple-double today. He was at the top of the key, finding guys on cuts. Just what did you see from that? And was that the lever that I guess you pulled for the game?
Yeah, we're just trying to find different ways to get Cat the ball. And, obviously, one of the ways is playing through the elbow. He had a couple of post-ups. And so trying to move him around, whether he's at the top of the floor, at the elbow, or on the block, but trying to move him around so he can get a few more touches throughout the course of the game.
Cheat code, cheat code. And look, Hawks will try to respond for Game 5 in terms of guarding Karl Anthony Towns, and I'm sure they're going to throw some maybe doubles at him, but the Knicks have to, combat that. Magic City Wings in the Knicks locker room after Game 4 win. 110 of the Wings is labeled Lou Will. Knicks got a little taste of Magic City. Let's hope they weren't in Magic City. Well, if they went to Magic City last night, I mean, maybe that's why they played the way they played tonight. But no. Shout out to Lou Will. Hell of a win. I've heard those Magic City Wings are really good. I haven't tried them. I would like to. Just the wings. Just the wings. Nothing else. But yeah, I think the Knicks deserved some Magic City Wings tonight in Atlanta. And away we go. But just trying to figure out who else spoke. Oh, everyone spoke. Everybody spoke. Let's go.
Knicks fans made their presence felt tonight. What did you think of the way they showed up?
It's one of the coolest things that I will always remember when I'm done playing is how crazy these Knicks fans travel. I mean, obviously, whether they live here now or whatever, they know how to pack an away stadium, and it's a really cool sight to see.
Knicks fans.
Shout out to the Knicks fans in Atlanta. A bunch of Knicks fans live in Atlanta. A bunch of Knicks fans live in Florida. Shout out to the Knicks fans in Atlanta. You heard them taking over that building. We heard some "Let's Go Knicks" chants.
Jalen, you and Rick had a you and Rick moment on the sideline.
Yeah.
Who won the debate?
There was no debate.
Rick Dunn's debate.
No. That was two competitors.
That's it. Nothing to see here, right? Drop the mic, JB. That's it. Nothing to see here. Two competitors. Rick's upset at JB. Jalen's trying to plead his case. That's it. You move on. I love it. These guys care, man. A lot on the line. A lot on the line. James Dolan in Atlanta. The owner's in Atlanta. I don't know why he's in Atlanta. Does he have, why is Dolan in Atlanta? That's weird. Does he have something going on in Atlanta? Or does he just like traveling with the New York Knicks? But he was there for Game 3, back tonight, and the Knicks won. Charles Oakley was there in Atlanta. Leon Rose was there in Atlanta. Everyone's there. You see Patrick Ewing there. You see Allen Houston looking fly tonight in Atlanta. John Starks is there in Atlanta. Everyone's traveling with this team. Everyone cares. Everyone was locked in tonight, and the Knicks showed it on the court. So, hell of a win. Drop the mic, JB. Drop the mic. Lamar says, hey, if you took Magic Wings, grab some more for the flight home. JB, who else spoke? Oh, we got Cat and OG at the podium.
For Game 5, every game, of course, is presented a new challenge. What do you think will be some keys to Game 5 to coming out with a victory?
I mean, we got to exceed the desperation, the intensity we had today. It's going to be very important for us to execute even at a higher level. They're going to make adjustments. They got a great coaching staff over there, a great head coach. They're going to make adjustments. They're going to come back with even better game plan, and we have to be able to counteract that game plan. So these 2 days are going to be very important.
Let's go. Cat and OG at the podium. I love it. Cat and OG, phenomenal game. Those two should be at the podium together. It's fascinating how, you see chemistry forming between other guys rather than like JB and Cat, and it's just throughout the season. It's just as the season goes on, you're seeing other guys form chemistry together. And it was said that these guys really supposedly didn't really like each other last season, but I don't know what's true or not. Source says the F is OG looking. He's always looking at OG looking like he just stole something. OG, man, come on. Does OG speak?
play. Can you talk about what it's like to play with a guy like that who's able to see you when you're moving, maybe read where you're going and get you in those places time after time?
I mean, he's a special talent, you know. He can do it all. And I know if I get open, he'll find me. No matter how tight the window is, he'll be able to find me. And, you know, it's amazing playing with a player like him.
Can you talk?
OG talks like he's talking off a script, right? He talks like there's a script in front of him, and he's just, I love OG. He's hilarious, bro. He's like, he doesn't even try to be, he doesn't need to try to be funny. He's just funny.
Atmosphere. Knicks fans travel all around the world. You know, it's even more special. I already knew how special the Knicks fans were from last year, but to be going to Abu Dhabi in preseason and see the place, the stadium packed with Knicks fans is crazy. So they travel around the world. They bring us so much love and energy and just passion that you could just feel that kind of passion in the building, and it helps us feel like every game we play, no matter if it's away or in Abu Dhabi, around the world, it's a home game.
Speaking of the fans, could you feel the Knicks?
Man, shout out to Knicks fans. Hopefully we advance to the next round. Maybe I'll find my way to, hopefully if it's Boston, maybe I'll find my way to Boston. Enemy territory. Karl Anthony Towns is working hard to get Gatorade for OG and Obi. More cat.
Thanks, Carl. Just first, it seemed like you guys played with a different physicality right from the start, just on both ends of the floor. What did you see from the team? And Deuce had said yesterday about backs to the wall kind of.
He's definitely getting paid by Gatorade. This is twice now. He's drinking the Gatorade, and he's giving his reaction
from the start
twice now.
Just
he's getting a check
on both ends of the floor.
He's getting
What
paid.
did you see from the team? And Deuce had said yesterday about backs to the wall kind of stuff. Did you kind of feel that today?
This Gatorade's still good as hell. Yeah, I thought we did a great job coming out with more tenacity, more desperation, I think is the proper word. And our team did a great job of just weathering the storms and being the ones to initiate physicality today. That's a great team over there, very well coached team. So we understood that in a pivotal game like tonight, we needed to be our best. I thought we not only met the challenge, but we exceeded the expectation in the moment, and that's what you expect a team that has experience like us to do.
I guess, Carl.
Yep, exactly. And the New York Knicks are the more experienced team, but lately down the stretch, they haven't shown that. They've been out-coached, and they're facing a team that looks like on the court that they have more experience than, because of the collapse in game 2, the collapse in game 3, but that's why you find yourself down 2-1 coming in tonight. But tonight, they play with a desperation, they play with a want, they play with a desire, and that's why the Knicks were able to dominate tonight. We were waiting for a dominant win, and we got it.
I guess, Carl, just first, it seemed like you guys played with a different physicality right from the start. Just
this was another cat. Joshy Josh.
I mean, I don't think anything encouraging about it. I think it was just reinforced the kind of guys that we have, in this locker room. We've put ourselves in this position, and I know, like, the character that we have, we were ready to answer back today, and like I said, be ready to build off of it for Game 5.
How encouraging is it?
Josh was incredible, man. I mean, some of the rebounds he grabs, and it's just unreal. There was a sequence where he was open, and then tonight he was open, and then drove in the paint, and he went back behind the three-point line, and I'm just like, shoot it, Josh. Like, now he's like second-guessing his shot a little bit because he's struggling from 3 in this series. I think he's now, what did he shoot tonight? Well, he's coming into tonight, he's like 1 of 10 from 3. Now you see him like kind of second-guessing his shot, but we just want Josh to shoot it. And because he's one of the Knicks' best shooters, believe it or not. But not in this series, but just shoot it, Josh. Just shoot it.
For the team and on the team.
No, he was huge, I mean, he hit 2 big threes. He's the guy that they're
talking about
gonna be
Alvarado.
open, and he works very hard on his 3-point shooting, and he took the right shots tonight. And then defensively, he tried to be a pest. And so, what he did out on the floor for us gave us a huge lift, especially when Jalen was out.
Shout out to Jose for sure. Alvarado came in and kind of changed the intensity, ramped up the intensity in this basketball game. And we need that. We need another ball handler. We need a pest. We need a pain in the ass guy, and he's our pain in the ass guy.
Yeah, Josh.
Mike Brown is always clearing his throat.
Good on the ball. Josh he's got quick.
Nostalgic. What up?
He's strong, and when he gets locked in, he's locked in, and you know, his defensive activity, especially when it comes to ball pressure, was fabulous tonight. You know, he was really, really, really good on the ball, and we needed every ounce of it.
Mike, I think you mentioned.
Oh man, it feels good to win, guys. It feels good to win. I did not want to come on here and dissect the loss. I didn't. Feels good to win. And now we have 2 days off until game 5. And game 5 is important. Look, best out of 3. You know, with 2 of these games being in Madison Square Garden. Let's not play around. Let's not come out in game 5 and lose and give them home court and with 1 game remaining back in Atlanta for them to close it out. Like, game 5 is just as important as tonight. Like, if we win game 5, we go up 3-2 with the chance to close them out there in game 6, right? And put the pressure back on them. They got to win, and then away we go. But game 5 is going to be a huge game for both teams. Atlanta's going to be ready. Knicks are going to be ready. Like, I would say whoever wins this game wins the series. Maybe. I don't want to, get crazy, but the statistics show it. Like, game 5, series tied 2-2. Look, you're back in the Garden. You're back at home. You should be able to beat them. You've been favored every game throughout the series. You're clearly the favorite. You've clearly found a formula here. Let's just keep spamming it. Let's spam the formula. And away we go. Source says he's clearing his throat from all the BS he be talking.
Bruh.
Come on, you guys are hilarious. But Lamar says Mike and them gerbils in his throat. Mike is always clearing his throat, right? Got to get him some halls or something. Come on, Mike. Better coach game from Mike Brown. Better coach game from Mike Brown. He was feeling it. And prior to the game, he said that the decision to start Mikal was on him. It was his decision. So I know Mikal didn't play that many minutes, but it worked. Like, it worked, And, you dominated. It was more so the other guys rather than Mikal, but I just loved the aggressiveness from Mikal tonight, and that's all you can ask for. I mean, look, we're sitting here, like, pointing at these little things, and look, OG. Bang. Look at this, man. OG was phenomenal, man. Phenomenal. OG and Mitch pick him. Oh my God. This was a sequence. It was the second quarter. Bang. Oh my God. OG with the going right. Let me see that again. He gets the pick from Mitch. Ooh. Oh my God, that's nasty. That is disgusting. So talented, man. CJ's incredible. CJ McCollum, I don't know how he does it, but he's incredible. Guys, appreciate you in the chat. Once again, shout out to you guys for support. Shout out to the members in here. If you guys want to support the channel, super chats, join button down below. You can become a Knicks Nation member. Support the channel. All your support is very much appreciated. You guys are awesome. Thanks for rocking me on this Saturday night. Knicks win big in Atlanta. Now we go back to Madison Square Garden, tied 2 games apiece. And hopefully game 5 is a must win. Not hopefully, it is a must. Like, I'm not calling it a must win. I need them to win game 5 because you want to be 3-2 going back to Atlanta with game 7 in your back pocket, right? You don't want to be a nervous wreck going into Atlanta in an elimination game, right? And I just think that this Knicks team found the formula tonight to beat this Hawks team, and away we go. Away we go. So appreciate you guys in the chat. Be on the lookout for more content coming your way. And enjoy your weekend. I'm Anthony from Knicks Nation. Appreciate you guys rocking with me tonight. Have a great weekend. Let's go Knicks. Peace.